Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be checking out the Razer Cobra mouse. Now this mouse does come in a few different versions. We also have the Pro, so we're going to be creating content around both of these mice in the near future. So stay tuned for these. Now this is going to be my first impressions video with the Cobra, just get my overall thoughts. So unboxing feels pretty average, does nothing special. This box feels kind of flimsy, you know, nothing too special. And then the mouse is going to be wrapped up in here in this nice braided cable, and this feels like very nice quality braided material, as you can see. And then before we get into the mouse, you're also going to get this instruction manual along with a cool little Razer sticker. So we got the mouse out of the box, and this is it. So first impressions, I mean, this thing's a pretty lightweight mouse. It is optimized more for people who like the more quick and easy to control mouse. Some of the mice comes with batteries that are wireless, but of course those are going to be for a different target audience. This one here comes with a cable and it plugs in via USB-A, and that's the only way to connect this mouse. There's going to be no wireless options. Now this mouse itself, in terms of build quality, it is fully made of plastic, but it does have some different textures. You can see that it has this nice grainy texture for a better gripping experience, and then it also has some of these smooth glossy finish plastics at the top, which provide for a cleaner look. And then the scroll wheel itself is going to be made of rubber, and that's going to help you have a better gripping experience as well when you quickly need to scroll through some documents or in your game. And then on the side of the mouse, you are going to have two additional buttons. By default, these are back and forth, and they can be tuned in the software, as well as this button at the top, which is a DPI switcher. And then on the bottom, you can see the sensor as well as the skates that the mouse rides on. So let's talk about this mouse and their switches. These are going to be using Razer's optical mouse switch Gen-3. They've already been through a few gens, and they just get better and better every single time. And that's going to be mainly these two clickers above. As far as the side buttons go, those do not have these optical switches. And the scroll wheel also is just going to be a regular scroll with no optical switches as well. And to demonstrate how these things sound to you guys, here's a quick typing test. So as you can hear by that click test, this isn't exactly going to be a quiet mouse. It's going to be a little loud on the clickety-clackety side. And if you're working in a public office environment where it's like drop dead silent, then this mouse might not be the best option, but it's not going to be like terribly loud. But if you don't mind having average loudness level of clicks, then this mouse is going to be fine. I personally didn't see a problem with it, so I think it would be okay for the most part for most people. Now in terms of gripping styles, this mouse is going to be comfortable for most gripping postures. So firstly, we have the palm grip, which is where you lay your palm on the mouse like so and put your fingers down, and it's going to be doable. My fingers fit. If you have large hands, it's probably not going to work out. I would say I have average sized hands. Now if we try something like the clog grip, which is where these parts of your hand lay on top of the mouse and your fingers kind of go like that, and you can click, and it works just fine as well. And then if you are a fingertip gripper, which is when your ring finger and thumb go on the edge of the mouse and you kind of have your hand float above the mouse, that's going to be fine as well. Definitely all of the gripping postures are doable with this mouse. The only thing I will say though is that this mouse does feel like a little bit on the mid to small side, maybe mid at best. So if you have large hands, this might be an issue, but for most people, I think it's going to be just fine. So I just plugged in the mouse, and you can see that there is going to be some RGB lights that we get. We get the Razer logo that glows on the back here, and then we also have a little light at the bottom here that also glows and creates that cool gamer vibe if that's what you're into. This is what the lights function like out of the box, and I'm sure this can be customized in the software, which we'll be doing a video on that a little later down the road. But with that being said, overall, what I really like about this mouse is that it's very lightweight, has a nice braided cable, and I really love the texture of the mice here. It has a nice firm grip, and I feel like I have a lot of good control over it, and it's going to be very optimal for gamers who just want that lightweight quality mouse that you can just rely on. So I'm going to go and play with this mouse a little more, use it for a few days, and then I'll be releasing a dedicated software video as well as a review video. And by the time it's up, you're going to see a video right here, so be sure to click it to learn more about the software. With that being said, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.